Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Field of Glory Empires as Pontus, episode number 20. I think it's episode number 20. Anyway, if you are following Field of Glory Empires on your own time, at all yourself, you'll know that there's been a big patch. And this patch has been implemented. I looked at some of the changes. They are pretty big. You'll notice now that we're seeing exactly this number that we're allowed to have. Our metal is out of 264. Our manpower generation is out of 660. We're incurring penalties for both of those right now for being over that lower number. Also, you'll notice that my money, I don't remember what it was at in the last episode, or actually even at the end of the last episode, before I saved and quit and came back. I think the patch has changed the way the money works. I'm going to have to go back and look at the end of the last video and just see, was I actually at negative 220 money? We had like no money problems for forever, which is why I kept building an army. And now if these changes, the patch changes, have caused some problem, well, anyway, we'll just take a look at the bigger things. I remember specifically just a few notes from the patches. One, so you can actually conquer cities and give it up. That used to be something that you could do. I don't remember what the penalty used to be. I think it was just something you could do. Now, every time you abandon an area, I think you lose one legacy point, victory point basically, for every population that was there. So the bigger the place you abandon, the more legacy points you lose. And it's based on whether or not you have if the region has the majority of your own ethnicity, you cannot abandon it at all. So I cannot abandon pretty much anything that I have, except for, I guess I could abandon Lyris, which it only has 2 people, even though, I mean, it should be considered Hellenic, since the only citizens are Greeks. And the only things that are non-Greeks are slaves. Regardless, we have a lot of decisions to do. I mean, a lot of building choices on the first turn here. And there's been a lot of tweaks in this last patch, so it's going to be interesting to see where things... I think did they change this color to purple? That might be good too, because although Decadence is bad, so you could see the reason why they choose red, it's going to be there no matter what, so it's not like... It's not like it should be red. It should be in red if it's like causing you to be lowering your CDR or something. I don't know. Anyway, what do we have going on here? Or maybe the way trade has been... has trade been reset at all? I can't remember. So, belief and faith. Conversion bonus 10%. Doesn't look like that's important for us. I have learned that there's higher tier buildings which give loyalty in the food area. Honestly, one of the things I really want right now is brickwork. So we can get our 3rd infrastructure and we can start getting tier 2 stuff. Solid walls would also be a great thing, I think. The upkeep is 2, which is not, amazing. So it'd be a -1 overall because our current upkeep is -1. But it would make this place a lot more defensible. And considering we're kind of investing in this place as a harbor and everything, I mean, that's something we can do. We have 3 building slots remaining. I think that the tier 2 stuff is going to be good because we'll be able to get public works tier 2. So that'll be useful. Let's do that. Over here, let's see what we have. We have 3 slots remaining. We'll definitely be looking for... How's our infrastructure? Well, it's good just because we keep throwing on tons of people. Don't think we'll use Coin Maker. This says 0 slot, and it's minus Decadence. Does this replace something? But won't make people happier. Interesting. It actually increases our infrastructure, subtracts culture, but also reduces Decadence. Revolt risk decreased by 15%. Wow. Slot usage 0. Look I like everything about it. The slot usage is 0. It takes away culture, but I feel like that's not been a problem for us so far. Do we have food here? We only have 1, so we don't really want to focus on that. Wheelmaker is pretty good. Now we already have the tier 2 stuff available, so I don't think we'll focus on that with the last 3 remaining slots. Let's do courthouse. Okay, here we're building something already. Here we're not. And what's our loyalty looking like? 55 here. This one's already up to 95, so we probably don't need the extra loyalty, but we'll take it. And weapons manufacturer there. So here, 75. Probably could do with some loyalty. Harbor. And we're at 9 out of 13, so we do have slots available here, I would say. Considering we have 3 food, I don't think we need to get more. Wheelmaker, again, this is probably not necessary considering we already have, we're up to tier 2. Stables. Stables is always kind of a nice military building. I mean, I would prefer palisades, but because it gives you infrastructure, it gives you a little bit of equipment, and it acts as a military building. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what military buildings you want. This one is just going to drop our infrastructure. I don't know. I mean, theaters, it's hard to argue with theater because it just gives you culture for nothing. I have no idea what culture will look like in this new patch, so it's hard to really forecast what I'll want. I think what I would want is not a theater, but what's the one? Monument. Monument seems to be like a really good one, and let me just look. Yeah, Monument is on the list of level 1s we could get. So this can be upgraded to Amphitheater, so I think we'll go with it. It's something good to have. And we'll have to solve this money situation. I guess that money situation is just because I was planning to ramp up. Anyway, with this new patch, one thing I would like to do is I really am considering bringing this series to a close. It may go on for another 20 episodes. I don't know exactly what will happen, but it certainly is a strong conviction of mine to end this series at some point, because, I mean, not just at some point, but at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later, because I'd rather start a new series with my knowledge, play a little bit more off camera as well, so I can learn a little bit about how to get the bonus stuff going. I've been learning here and there, but I feel like I'm really building up for a really good next series. Now, conversion bonus is not. I was treating this as. We do have some nomadic people, but they're only slaves. See, this is the weird thing. How do you convert slaves? I don't think you even do. We'll just do public works. It's kind of a no-brainer. What is this? They gave 25 infrastructure points for removing the local palace. Okay, that's good. So I think that's all the stuff we need to do. We can check here. Yeah, we're building it all over there. These are not part of a province, but they are all busy. Yep, good there. Good there. Good there and there. Okay, good. So we'll have to see what ending this turn does, how things go. I know I'm not... I'm pretty sure I'm not taking the alliance here. Oh, by the way, right now, all of the... what is it called? The demands of places, objectives. You can see that we have none right now. So the objectives used to be kind of like statically generated, as far as I understand. They are now dynamically generated, which means that all the ones we have in Macedonia have been wiped out, and we will regenerate them at the end of this turn. So you can see it, like, it is kind of a bummer when you have these big changes and you're in the middle of a big game, and I think it's going to pretty seriously affect our game, because before the objectives were all over Macedonia, very close to us, basically just pushing us right towards that. And now they're not going to be. So, I mean, they may, but it's not necessarily a given. If they are in Comogeny, that would actually be fine with me. We'll go to war with them, but we'll see. Ah, 10-minute turn. I probably should have zoomed out and looked. I mean, we do have the mini-map in the bottom right over here. You kind of see a lot of red on the right side. Nothing really. I mean, Rome's still big. Macedonia's still big. Okay. Yeah, we are doing great. We did get an extra stable token. A new progress token. Somebody pointed out, by the way, and Macedonia actually bumped up to a glorious empire, so they got another token. somebody pointed out that I was having really good luck in the very beginning of the game, which is, I do remember that. Definitely true. So our lack of luck in the last episode, last video, or last two videos, it's a nice balancing act. So, should be getting... I would have thought we would get... Is it just going to have one added at a time? Anyway, that's fine. We'll deal with this on a case-by-case basis. Also, another way we can really speed up gameplay, if I wanted, and I probably do, is I could stop managing things at the individual level. I could just say I want to focus on agriculture, healthcare, buildings and roads construction, which is always nice, defensive and recruitment, commerce, harbors, culture and loyalty boosting buildings, or we'll focus on building the less present structures category-wise. So I guess that means wherever we're lacking them the most. Or we can deactivate automated. I could actually activate the automated building. And even more so, probably what I should do, since this is definitely almost way too much for me to bother with right now, I can focus on food growth, food and population, infrastructure, faster building construction, money, culture generation and loyalty, or dynamically balance various outputs as needs arise, both at the provincial and national level. So I wonder how this would do things. However, I just fear to do that because it'll change things, and we'll probably have to do that eventually. But I still think Pontus is manageable at its current size. This looks very good. Get food. Lose one infrastructure. We get culture. We get one manpower. It needs coral. That's right. That's right. And it does come with a decadence reduction, but this, again, we need to trade for coral. And I guess Melita, I think it's way over here. Oh, is it just right here? Where is Melita? Let's look for it. Oh yeah, it's Crete. So way over here, we could trade for it. That's pretty far away though. It's nice that sea trading is so easy, so effective. We'd be relying on that, otherwise we'd be paying a lot of money. So it looks like the money, whatever happened, it's like we're in much better shape than we thought. Barracks. This will unlock heavy infantry and phalanx. I think we already have this somewhere because we have heavy infantry. I need to go see what phalanx we can do. Don't think we need wood cutting. Aqueduct is good, but man, does it really require infrastructure. And I don't like this wood cutting as an infrastructure because, well, I mean, it's nice. It's funny. I used to really like it because it gave you infrastructure and money, but then I realized that building slots really matter. And that can make a big difference. So 0 slot stuff is kind of what we're looking for. We're missing tar. This is a tough one. I think I will build this temple just to see how it is. Let's do it, just once. Okay, I think we have some up here finishing. What did you build last time? It always helps me to know where I came from. Vineyard, okay. Yeah, you got 3 tier 1s. Aha, a well. Well, 2 slots left, I don't know. No marble, so no on that. Crafter district. Theater. Boy, I like Wash House, actually. It just gives you 8 health for only one -1 infrastructure. This gives you 10 food and 1 siege resistance. Yeah, in some ways I prefer health bonuses over food. Because this doesn't actually give us... most of the food gives you a resource, which is nice. Some kind of trade good. So I don't think I want that. Maybe Wash House. Crafter District is good. It's just going to give us a bonus. Again, the only disadvantage is that it's going to be actually difficult to... Let's do this one. It's going to be difficult to get to the other non-crafter related commerce buildings if we do that. Now we already get fish. So I don't know if we need the fishery. Perosta? Yeah, Perosta's a neighbor, so I think we get it automatically. What's this? Thesaurus. Yeah, we have a conversion bonus but a tax penalty, but we pretty much have all converted, so I don't think this is a good one to do. It will help expand Hellene culture significantly, but as the drawback of meaning there is a lot of gold present, thus inciting nearby tribes to make raids against the region. Huh. And we get 6 culture from frankincense, myrrh, gold, silver, all the gifts of the wise men, plus silver. Yeah, Wheelmaker kind of makes a little more sense to me in this case. Oh, wow, Herbalist. Absolutely. Let's just go with Herbalist. We have this one as well. We built Iron Mine. Got city walls there. Oh, okay. That's good. Archery. Wheelmaker as well. Oh, a Master Herbalist. Now, I think this is very rare. Rarely will a man require vast knowledge of plants and their benefits. It's a national wonder even. Holy cow. As with the more common herbalist, he will allow many men to stay healthy in the region. Weigh carefully the choice not to build this structure, as this is a rare proposal. So it's going to cost me a lot of money. Why is that? Because we need drugs and herbs, and trading is required for that. 0 slot usage. I honestly think that it's funny, we might actually pass on it, because I don't really want it up here. And the monument is actually a great choice. In fact, Coastal Market is a pretty great choice as well. And they gave us a lot of really good stuff this turn. I think what I'll go with is the Coastal Market, which gives us food and money. There's really nothing wrong you can say bad about that. And although we want to take all the culture benefits, we don't need that right now. So let's do the Coastal Market. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments if you think that's absolutely crazy not to choose the Master Herbalist, but I'd rather do it someplace which is potentially going to have access to... I want to get this town. There it is. Someplace which is going to have access to drugs and herbs. Trading required with no region listed. That means that there is no region available to trade with it. At least not right now. No. And... yeah, we have enough tier 1s. So we'll do monument here. That wasn't that bad. It's actually pretty easy to decide on. So let's just end the turn. Oh, I mean, I guess there still is this question about what do we do with Commogeny. And I think Judea looks like they've broken up. Interesting. This constant ebb and flow of things. And we're in good shape. Money is a little bit higher, or has leveled out a little bit. Also, decisions. How are we doing? Gather food from the land. No, we don't need it. Trade money for other stuff. Or gather mercenaries. Yeah, we don't think we need any of those. We're basically kind of waiting for our military ruler to die. See who the next one is, and then we'll figure out what we want to do from there. Kind of feel like this game would benefit from some kind of military tradition, which is, I mean, it's I remember Europa Universalis has that kind of, the more militaristic your nation is, the higher your military tradition, the better generals you can get. Whoa. Oh. Why is this yellow? Do they win if their like legacy points are so far ahead of somebody, or what? Why is this yellow? So we're still a stable empire. Man, I wonder why this is. Are they like at danger of winning the game. Okay, Alani is seeking alliance with us. Save that for later. Atropatene is seeking cooperation. I don't even know where Atropatene is. Oh, it's a new place. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this is just a fracturing, bloody mess. We're probably best served avoiding that whole area. The negative is coming down for money just a bit more. Yeah, here we can see money. We've gained 11% in 5 turns. So we were gaining before. I knew it. Yeah. Considering we still are quote-unquote gaining any amount for the last 5 turns means that we are still ahead overall. Which means that I think the patch did ruin our income. Manpower lost 7% in 5 turns. We're still gaining according to this. And metal deficit lost 25% in 5 turns. So I think what's happening is we're plus 79, but we're losing. If you go above your maximum, 1/4 your extra will be lost. So we're losing in that sense. And the same thing here, 1/4 your extra. So we're probably losing both of these because it's not including the 1/4 loss in the minus. Kind of a bummer. Okay, we built a pleasure house. Yeah, loyalty's doing pretty much okay. Here's more money, decadence, loyalty. That's pretty good. We have a trade house here, which is going to give us 15 bonus for furs, which is quite good. But it does increase the decadence. I see Palisade. I will almost surely click that. Herbalist is quite good as well, obviously. But this is a vulnerable region. We'll be doing Palisade. Just without thinking much more about it. Okay, we got our coastal market. And now we can get... training ground. Grafter District. Gambling Ring does give us this loyalty bonus, which is not necessary here yet, but tough decision. I mean, no, I don't think that's necessary. Could do Crafter District just to start offsetting the money loss. Gambling Ring will give us money at the cost of decadence, but also gives us loyalty, which is pretty useful. It will be our last necessary... I think we'll do it. It's the last necessary building we get to tier 2s. And it can be upgraded to a gambling arena. I don't remember how good that is. So I would probably prefer this over most of the things except for a monument. Let's just do it. Money. No upkeep either. That's the nice thing. We'll have 1 slot remaining, which means Crafter District is a very nice option, thinking about it that way. Damn it. Okay, let's do this. We can look for Monument, which is a 0 slot as well. And up. We're full there. Full up. What did we build? Caravan House. Yeah, that's right. I thought that would still be worth it. Even though it did make it so we're full. Over here we built Monument. Good decision. 4 slots available, so plenty of slots actually. I don't think Wash House is good enough, nor well. Definitely not wood cutting. Well, Crafter District is going to make us a lot of money. This is loyalty bonus and money. -1 infrastructure, which I'm not a huge fan of, and it does take up a slot. But I like loyalty, I like money. I mean, Fortune Teller, it counts as a religious building, which is good for its own reasons. Let's go ahead and do this. I would definitely do Crafter District at some point. Again, we want to keep offsetting this money loss. And I think that's it. Like, we're just still sitting. I mean, have we got another objective? Yeah, slowly getting them. But they're all right now just the places we already own, which is nice. I guess every turn it'll add one of the ones I already had until those are all taken. And then after that, we'll once again return to getting new objectives outside. So the Alanis are still wondering what we're doing. I think we just hold on here, especially we don't want to make an alliance because Oh, I mean, technically they used to be one of the places that was an objective, but they no longer are. And honestly, like... Wait. Did I see Hellenic? Oh, yeah. Wait, no. I was clicking on my own. Huh. Yeah, we've taken all the Greek. We are truly living up to our name. What's this modifier? The Alina is Soter. We really are living up to our name. We find the Greek people and we bring them to our banner. Now that said, I guess all eyes should be turning south at this point. What I ought to do, I think, is send up one of my other smaller armies to just guard this area. I think it would be good to have some kind of army up here to counter anything which happens. Honestly, it should be a big army too. I mean, I just said small, but it should be bigger than 9. I'm thinking like 12. A size 12 army would probably be big enough to defend against whatever we may need to defend against. Especially if we already have a palisade or whatever else there. It'll buy us enough time to hopefully get our army wherever it needs to be. And like on that note, boarding cost reduced by 2. We should pick the army should pick a place which has really easy boarding, so it can very quickly transport wherever it needs to go. Anyway, we'll figure it out. But right now, this 18 chunk army this is my elite. I think that we do want to get this thing out of here and move it over to the Comanche border. I can't see us fighting anything in the north right now. Scythians have their own problems. And if they really are hungry to gobble up anything, the Bosporans, which have been just completely savaged by yours truly. The Pontus people just wrecked with the Bosporans. They had all of this, and now we just completely eliminated it. Not exactly how it went historically. I think historically the Bosporans are actually in better terms with the Pontus. There was some cooperation. I don't know how territory exchanged hands. Maybe there was some backstabbing that went on eventually. Or maybe I had that entire thing wrong. I don't know. It's probably the latter. Anyways, the Scythians, as I said, I don't think that they're very easily going to... Probably they're very easily going to turn on us. They might even be somebody worth cooperating with. But no, they're going to go to war with the Bosporans. They're -48, or the Sarmatians, they're at peace with them. Yeah, so we don't have to worry about it. Sarmatians are... I mean, we might even want to go to war with the Scythians eventually because the Sarmatians are allied with the Alani. We're on good terms with the Alani. So the friend of my friend is my friend. Well, that's a lot of talking about nothing, so I'm going to make my move. Let's move this army here. And I do want to move it like... Where's that army ending this turn? Yeah, it's going to end there. So let's have the army stop there, the boats stop there, so we're going to travel with them. What is this? Scythian? Okay, yes, fine. You may pass. This is actually my power fleet. Let me get that one to stop there and have the army, the raiding fleet. Not going to go there. Oh, they were building up their readiness after. Okay, so who do we want to raid? I mean, I guess we'll go over here and raid. We'll see if it works. The Colchis, the poor Colchis, we keep really annoying them. And I think that's it. That's all we want to do this turn. So this navy will sail out, yep, and support that. We have 2 armies of 10 and 10 here, but that's because we had unrest and that they needed to be brought in to suppress the possible rebellion. Let's move one of them down now because I just want to, well, yeah, I mean, I basically just want to split them up enough that they don't all take all the food. Although, if we want to do it that way, we probably need to move one up to a different province, not just different region. Oh well, I'm just going to end it like this. We probably should spread their armies around so that they give us more intel. Because I think if you don't have an army at the border, it doesn't show the fog of war on the surrounding territories. I mean, that's my experience at least. Yeah, man, I think this game, it's really easy to let it bog down. I think I might be letting it bog down. I didn't look up what this means yet. The Macedonians have 2 things on the Glorious Empire thing now. They're just cranking them. Okay. Fax fleet owned by is destroyed. Didn't really want to do that, but local militia was beaten and some pillaging occurred. Should have gotten some money. I think we did. And the bad health of General whatever forced him to retire. He was the head of my main army. Oh, no. He was the head of this one. Okay. And we literally have nobody else to replace him? What? Well, that's concerning. Okay, we'll raid the same place because that means it should be independents which are getting raided. I don't think they have anything to raid even, but... Okay, new population. Palisade's been built here. It's unfortunate that that actually ends up being the last building we can build because the very next upgrade, city walls or whatever is... Or solid walls, I forget. Is a free 0-slot upgrade. 2 slots available here, but we should be very careful about this. Ooh, what the heck? What the heck is this? A processional gateway of monumental dimensions. This rare extension of a temple, it won't prevent the upgrade to the major temple, is specific to the Hellenistic world. Generates a significant amount of culture. But not only that, it generates legacy, which is like, I can't see a reason how it's possible for us to bypass this. Marble, stone, tools, sure. I mean, it'd be great if we had any of those. In fact, we can probably start getting those from one of the surrounding territories. Knowing that that's what we're going to do is build this here. So we will look for one of these. One of these 2 should build stone. So that we can get stone into that province. Get a bonus of, what was it? Yeah, we'll get 5 culture for building something which can extract stone from one of those 2 regions. So we'll do that. Not too many buildings were constructed last turn. We're at 17 out of 20 here. We are getting towards our max. Wow, circus. Loyalty bonus of 40. Minus 5 infrastructure. Holy cow, money 46. Needs wild beast. Trading required can be imported from Lycia. Decadence increase of 1.2. Wonderful but cruel shows. Loyalty bonus 40. Revolt risk increased by 10% of current rate. Okay, well that's one thing we could do. Tools manufacturer. It needs iron. Trading is required, but it can be imported from places we already have. Produces tools. Can already be imported from Anatolia. I guess the tools is something that can be imported already. So do you already have? Yeah, you do have a tools manufacturer. I mean, it looks really nice too. It's really unfortunate that they give us a building, a very, good building at that is available already in my province and even at my next door neighbor. Okay, sewers, slot usage -1. It's starting to look better and better. Infrastructure -4 is pretty big. I mean, this 46 money, it's so crazy that this actually would pay for even if we did not have the wild beasts. I mean, we can import those from Lycia. I think that's close by. Let's check. So it's pretty close by. I think we're still accessing it by water. No, we can't be. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Everyone's going to build roads more and more as we go. So I guess that's helped us get the trade range to get to there. And what is that? Just a local trade good? No, they manufactured it from what? How do you manufacture this? Let's find out. It must be a local trade good of some kind. It says that they're local. This is a natural trade good, but... Oh, Temple of Artemis. What the hell? A tier 3 temple. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we need to get to level 3 temples. I mean, it's something we can do too. We can focus more on these buildings. Okay, this is good. So we already have papyrus because we need it for the preceptor house. So this one actually really makes sense. I know that regional roads is like a mandatory, a must do. However, so is street. Okay, we won't have an opportunity. We got to do this first, unfortunately. This is like amazing. I would really like to do it, but we can't because regional roads take 0 slot, and we're not growing anytime soon. We just have to do it. Okay, so hopefully we just get another opportunity to do that. This is still crazy. And this actually will lead us towards Temple of Artemis as well, because it does give us... I mean, we already are capable of getting that, I guess. Temple, Great Library, Olympic Games, Tribunal Prison, Noble Gardens. We can't get it. I don't know. It might be one in the world only or something. 0 slot usage. It's so frustrating not to sensibly be able to get that. How did you get iron? You already built tools. Where's your iron coming from? Polymonia. Oh, okay. Our original capital. Yep. Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know. We have 3 building slots left. The thing is, there's not a good alternative to these two. Like, this would be crazy. Revolt risk increases by 10%. I don't know what that means. Does that mean just a flat 10%? Or does that mean, like, the revolt tick happens at 60 loyalty instead of 50? I really don't know. And I mean, it's a huge amount of decadence as well. We say we don't care about that, but we might when it gets up to 1.2. Don't really need that. I think I'm going to reset this one. Like tools manufacturer, it seems like crazy not to do that, but yeah, there's so many options. Let's wait for one that we really, really want. Okay, let's do it. It's fine. Okay, what do we have over here? We built Fortune Teller, and now we have 3. We're not going to do Preceptor. Yeah, not any really good options here. I'm not a fan of any of these. Well, we do get, we have food 6, which is already 2 bonus from fish and salt. Good amount of money. We do need to import olive oil, though, which is not good. I might take stables over that, honestly, because I just don't want to be... I really ought to have olive oil. Since I don't have it. Yeah, let's just do the stables. Make these decisions quicker. So it's already... I mean, this episode's going to run over 39 minutes, I can see already. But that's okay, when I get there, I mean, we have to at least go one more turn, right? So, set the turn. One of the things I'm going to have to do is look at the 2 armies, the 2 10 group armies. See if I can maybe combine those into one group which I can send north. I don't want the mercenaries going up north. Oh, we do have Macedonia on our border as well, but they have nothing else to do. Well, I mean, that's actually a scary thought. They have nothing else to do. We might need to start defending ourselves from them. And no token. Macedonians are sitting at Glorious. I know as soon as we get to Glorious, we'll have a diplomatic bonus as well. Okay. Well, I don't think that that's like a good idea. And furthermore, I don't think it's going to matter to us. Oh. Okay, well that is interesting. Scythia went ahead and did it. What? Interesting. Oh my gosh, Armenia is a protector. Is a protectorate of Atropatene against the bellicose Pontus. Not sure if I'd consider us bellicose in this case, but that is a huge fleet. Well, lordy, lordy, lordy. What an interesting turn of events. Which is where we will unfortunately be leaving this video. I wonder why that suddenly happened. That is very unusual. There must have been some... Something must have happened. So we might actually look at the Commodines as somebody we need to ally with now. What does our diplomacy look like? Us. We are at war with 3 people, 4 people. We're cooperating with the Judeans and the Macedonians. That's it. We only have 2 cooperations. Look, we definitely don't want to go to war with the Commodini right now. So let's cooperate. We're cooperating with they're cooperating with Macedonia. We'll cooperate with them. Say that's okay, because at this point we do need assistance against the... Oh, this is fantastic. We do want to sell slaves. Just get rid of them. Scythia is a threat to us all. We will consider... Oh! From Judea, Scythia is a threat to us all. We will consider helping you to defeat them, Amisos. Well, we accept. Please help us to fight them. How the hell would you even worry about them, though? You're just so far away. I guess we need to ask you to declare war on them? I don't know. I'll have to look at that. It's degraded to very bad. So we will have a small equipment bonus for like a turn more. We got a 0-1 leader instead of the previous one, which is a little bit unfortunate. So it's the only thing we can choose, though. We'll have to shuffle around our generals as well, which is just fine. Like, I mean, we basically just need an army up to Pontus. We need our pirate ship to merge with our main fleet. Our main fleet of 8 is no longer looking that good. Actually, I might have the pirate fleet just go into port, because we won't want anything bad to happen to them. I guess with just a remaining minute or two, I can just kind of look at these things. Yeah, Palisade is starting to look very important. I remember we were going to look for stone. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, perfect. So, yeah, that one doesn't have an option. We have 3 slots remaining, so unless there's something here... Palisade we don't really need, because I guess, it's sea-based. We're just going to have to defend at the sea. But let's choose Quarry, which is going to help this one out. It's perfect. And then we just built here a major harbor. So this is actually perfect, because this will become the place where we can now very easily send our troops anywhere. So this will be where our army is stationed so that they can quickly deploy, even if they need to go through the sea. Apparently we're being blockaded here as well. This is just a huge chain of events. Quickly making things interesting. Coastal market also looks quite good here. Where is this, by the way? Oh yeah, it just still looks good. 10 food, 6 money. I mean, it's really hard to turn that down. Ranch, I mean, we have a few smokehouses in the area, so that could be useful. I just don't see how you get around doing coastal market. Let's do it. And we'll probably have to start building more of an army as well. So we're down to only -30. It's nice to see that. We definitely are losing manpower by just a ton of it. And I can see now that those changes, previous changes, must not have been in effect. Otherwise, we would never have gained this much. So, pretty interesting. We built a weapons manufacturer, so let's hope that something... No, that's not what I want to see. A stadium. Well, it is 0 slot usage. Does this replace something? Gymnasium. Now, does gymnasium take up a slot? It does. So technically a slot 0 is a slot -1 overall. And that's quite nice. It does cost money, and it costs infrastructure. Well, you know, I might even... crafter districts are looking very, very good. I think that we'll do the stadium. I don't want to do the crafter district. It'll give us a little bit of health, manpower. I don't know. We'll figure it out in the next episode. So for now, thanks for watching. And yeah, I mean, I would just say catch you in the next one, but I am going to start thinking about when to bring this to a close. Could be happening. And then, like I said, the fun thing will be to switch over to Carthage. I think it'll be a lot of fun to play as Carthage against Rome. So again, until the next one, take care.